Well, good morning, you guys. It is Crystal here from Homemaking on the Homestead. It's actually afternoon for me. It's just taken me a little while today to get to filming this video. But I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and I know we did. Even though it was very different and didn't go as planned, it still turned out to be a very enjoyable day. But now we are almost to the new year. 2 days. Tomorrow is the last day of the year, and so I wanted to do kind of a two-part video for you. Number one, I'm going to show you what I am doing for a planner this year, and I've done videos in the past on different daily planners and tried to figure out what works for me. I'd like to think I'm narrowing it down. The second part is I want to share with you 5 gentle goals to get you started on 2023. So let's get going with this video. I think I shared last year how my favorite way of keeping track of things and organizing things and being able to jot down my thoughts and my plans has always been a spiral notebook. And I had a very large 5-subject notebook. I had divided it into different categories like homemaking and gardening and whatever else that was relevant at the time. And I really liked that, and of course over time I used up all the pages. It lasted me like 3 years, and I would just print off a calendar every month, and it had the dividers on the notebook had little pockets, so I would just stick my monthly calendar in there so that I could keep track of dates. But I found that it was kind of big, and I don't know, I wanted something a little bit better laid out. Last year I actually bought 3 different planners in hopes to find the one that would be perfect. I used them, pretty much I used 2 of them. The one that had the calendar and little places to write down your goals and all, and then the other one I would just tear out the pages because it had things like to-do lists or whatever, fold those up and tuck them in there. So, I can't say that that really worked well, but I mean, it did the job. However, this year I was really, really excited. So you all know Joy from She Builds Her Home. We do a lot of collaborations together. She's become a really good friend of mine, and I just love, she's a young mom, a young Christian mom, has 2 little boys, and is so positive and fun, and I just really enjoy her channel, and I just have enjoyed getting to know her. Not only is she doing a YouTube channel, but she's also extremely talented in other areas, and one of those was designing and creating a planner for 2023. So it is called Faith Works 2023 Planner. I'm going to leave the link below. You can buy it on Amazon if you're interested in it. Let me set down all my colorful pins there. And I just really like the way, I like the simplicity of it. I loved the size. This is like 5 by 7, and that to me is a much better size. It's easier to carry around, easier to set by my, bed at night if I want to jot down things. She starts out and gives a nice overview of the year on the calendar. Then she has a place for quarterly goals that you can write down, which I really like that. And then she has a habit tracker, and then you get the month all laid out. And I like the fact that she has a lot of places to write things down. She's got the week written out, so you could put your menu plans down on there, you could put your little to-dos down on there. Although she does have a little to-do list here, she has a place for you to write down a weekly scripture verse. I like that. A place for you to write your weekly goals. And I really enjoy that on each week you get, a little word to think about. Love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, all the fruit of the Spirit. And at the end of every month you have a whole place to write down reflections of the month, maybe things you'd want to do different if you were trying something new. And that is that's basically the whole entire setup. I also like that she always has a little bit of encouragement at the beginning of every month. And that one, it says, no matter where you are planted, bloom. And you know, I like that one if you saw my Bloom Where You're Planted video in March. Overall, I love the colors. I love the simplicity. I love all the empty spaces so that you can fill them up with the things that are the most important to you. So that is, I'm going to go ahead and use that this year, and like I said, I do recommend it. It is really cool that she created this herself. I'm always interested in supporting and promoting moms at home or women at home that are trying to do things to help support their families and all that, and she's taken a pretty bold step, I think, by creating these and having them available. So like I said, I'll leave the link below so you can check that out. However, I do like to be able to jot down my thoughts, my journaling, make my plans, and be able to write all that stuff down. And because I like that size so much, I went ahead and bought a 4-pack of basically the same size spiral notebooks. And these are just plain, simple notebooks, although they do give you a place at the top for the date. And I've already, page got water spilled on it, but I've already started using it. I've written down on my Christmas menu and my grocery list when I was getting ready for Christmas. I was, working on planning out something here, so I kind of drew it, and I just like to have a place to be able to write all that down. So I was really excited. I think ultimately, and these came in 4 different colors, the blue, the black, the orange, the green. I think you may have had choices. I can't really remember now. And of course, while I was at it, I bought myself a set of nice colorful pens, gel pens, because those are my favorite. And I like the colored ones. Blue or black gets old after a while, so I like colored pens. I honestly had even considered taking Joy's notebook or Joy's planner and a couple of these notebooks and putting them all together with punching holes, putting them in a 5x7 type ring binder, and just kind of creating my own so it was all in one place and I could open it up easily. It could sit on the table. And who knows, I may actually even do that still, but it's kind of a work in progress. Maybe one day I'll come up with the absolute perfect planner that works for my needs. I don't have a lot of appointments anymore. I don't have to get kids places anymore, so my life is pretty simplistic. So anyway, that is what I'm going to try this year, and we'll see how that goes. Tell me what you use. What kind of planner do you use? Do you like it? Have you found the perfect planner? Let me know. Give me links so I can go look at what you're using. I think that would be great to know. The new year always seems to be that time where everybody's ready to make resolutions and they're ready to, make big changes in their life. And what I've always found over the years is resolutions are great for about the first week, and by February you don't probably even remember what your resolution was. I think sometimes we set our expectations too high. We find everything that's critical and wrong, and we're going to fix that for this brand new year. And I don't know, sometimes I think that can just be kind of harsh on a person. I was thinking about resolutions, and the thought came to my mind that what about walking into 2023 with some gentle resolutions? These are things that we all can do. These are fitting for each one of us as we go about our day. That these are things that are easy to implement into our life. So I'm going to share with you my 5 gentle goals. Not resolutions, my 5 gentle goals to start off 2023. So number 1 is start your day with prayer. It's a reminder that you are a child of God. It's a reminder of who you are, and it will help guide the rest of your day. Number 2 is be kind to yourself. We are always going to be our worst critic. I should have done something this way, not that way. I should have said this, not that. Boy, that was a dumb thing to do, or that was a dumb thing to say. We can always show kindness to other people most often, I think, but yet it can be more challenging to show that to ourselves. So I think 2023 is a great time to start practicing kindness and gentleness to ourselves. Let's give ourselves the grace that we so easily can often give to other people. Number 3 is spend more time outside. I know this is winter, and I know that can be difficult depending on where you live, but I think it's so important to just get outside. Being outside, breathing in fresh air, and spending time out there is a way to improve mental health. And this can be a rough time of year for a lot of people who deal with SAD, seasonal affective disorder, and the short days. Even though they're getting longer, they're still short, and in the darkness, can be really difficult for a lot of people to get through this time. And I think being outside is the best solution, the best help for that. I think, you could just be sitting on your porch or your deck or whatever, having a cup of coffee. You can bundle up and go for a walk. Whatever it is that you can do, spend a little time outside doing that. Number 4, smile more and encourage others often. It's really easy to be grumpy, to be irritable, to be sulky, to be whatever. And sometimes we need to take ourselves, the look outward, not at ourselves and whatever we're dealing with at the moment, but look outward to other people. You never know how far a smile can go to somebody when you're in the grocery store. You never know what a kind word to somebody can do, whether it's your own family, your husband, your neighbor, anything that would help to encourage someone or to brighten somebody else's day is a way to brighten your own day and encourage you too. Number 5 is to be grateful. Every day, stop and take just a moment and reflect on one thing that you are grateful for, and thank the Lord for that. Consider it your daily gratefulness check. I think that, again, that's one way to look outward, because life can throw a lot at you, and if we just take the moment to say, hey, I know this day has this that I'm battling and this that I'm struggling with, but what is one thing that I am truly grateful to the Lord for today? And stop and thank Him for that. Okay, you guys, those are my 5 gentle goals for 2023. I'm going to talk more about goals and ways to achieve them, and things that are practical and things that are actually doable, not unrealistic things that, I'm going to lose 20 pounds this year. I mean, maybe that could be realistic. I'm not saying it can't, but, we sometimes set the bar so high that we end up not being able to accomplish any goal because we feel like we're failures. And this is one way to, I think, gently move into 2023 with some goals that are easily obtainable and beneficial to you. I hope 2022 has been a blessing to you, and I hope that you are excited to move into 2023, because I know I am. I always love a new year. It's like turning over a new page in a book, right? There's a sense of excitement about that. So I hope that you have that too, and that you are excited to move into the new year. All right, you guys, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.